My name is Sarosh. I am um, the chair for this track that's called Unscripted. It's happening on November 8th
Yeah.
at the annual forum for Open Silicon Valley, as you should be aware of.
Hmm.
So, other than the rest of the panels, this panel or the track is a little different in a way that it's an open seating, round table seating arrangement for the luminaries, for the speakers, for mentors, people who have a startup or whoever is basically interested in becoming a luminary.
Hmm.
We are providing the attendees the platform to basically sit and talk with them, and that will be completely unscripted. That being said, you might have to, like, of course, go through the expertise that you want to talk about, but
Of
for
course.
the attendees, it will be pretty open for them to come up with the questions, your suggestions, anything that they would like to ask you regarding your expertise.
Hmm.
So the pre-meet is basically the purpose of the pre-meet is to basically let everyone know that what Zainab is all about, what is her, expertise, how she worked along, how she navigated, at the point where she's at right now. Because through the post, it can say everything and anything, right? So people would like to know more insight, and based on these webinars, they can come up with the proper questions, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because they will, be more detail oriented to the questions. So this is a preview of these pre-meet webinar. We will kick in about just a second. Okay, it's 6:30.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna just kick off again. Hi, Zainab. Thank you for connecting.
Hi.
Thank you so much for having us.
Of course.
Okay. My name is
Sorry, I
Sarosh.
have a bad.
Oh, no, no, you're fine. I hope I don't make you speak too much, but
It's
we
okay.
would like to get started with your introduction. As a luminary, it's an honor for
Hmm.
us to have you on board as a luminary for Unscripted track on November 8th at our annual forum for Open Silicon Valley. I want to start with a question. Uh, Tell us a little bit of a background, who Zainab was, how she began, and what were the challenges that you came across along the way to be where you are at right now?
So, first of all, I just want to say hi and Assalamu alaikum. I'm Zainab Adil. I am a Bay Area-based content creator and digital storyteller. So, I create lifestyle, beauty, fashion, and food-related content under my handle, Zainab Adil Blog. Do follow if you don't follow me. And where I love sharing authentic experiences and hidden gems. So basically, initially, I started as a UGC content creator. I used to do product reviews and tutorials. So I was like that, beauty is in everything, you see, like whether it's food, whether it's fashion, whether it's, traveling. So then I started, I went to this restaurant few years back. It was in Palo Alto. So
Mm-hmm.
I just randomly like made videos for them, and I just posted a reel on my Instagram. So at that time, I was not doing, fashion, or I was not doing food or
Okay.
restaurant related, content. I
Mhm.
was purely a UGC content creator. So anyways, that was a very aesthetically pleasing restaurant, So I made a video and I posted a reel on my Instagram,
Okay.
and that video went viral. So
Okay.
I never thought that, I am going to like be a lifestyle or a food related creator, because,
Okay.
I honestly did not have any, experience in that.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, so I made a video and they really liked it. And from that video, I started getting so many DMs and emails from other restaurants that they do want me to come and, promote them. And even the new, local brands, they wanted me to promote them, you know.
Mm.
So so now I feel like that I do not want to, limit myself to just one, niche.
Yeah.
I embraced being a mixed, niche content creator.
Okay.
So I think I do like I just love posting
Basically,
about
everything
everything.
about lifestyle.
Yes,
Okay. All
everything
about
about
lifestyle.
lifestyle. So
Okay, cool.
I feel like that I am that type of a person, that someone who brings food,
Mm.
passion, beauty in a very cohesive and meaningful way, and in a very aesthetic way.
Okay. Well, that's
Yeah.
good. That's a very I
Yeah.
would say I know it gets hard sometimes to explain what, I mean, this is a journey of I'm sure quite some time, so it's hard for you to put it in like, few sentences.
Yes.
But I think it's great to have someone who can actually have a great balance between beauty, lifestyle, traveling, and of course your everyday life, because then because my next question is, how do you find a balance? And I'm pretty sure you have heard this question of, so many times. Um, so how do you find a balance? Because I understand that there is a life that you are, displaying out on Instagram, and there must be a life with your kids, with your family. Do you think it's hard for you to keep a balance, or you just go with the flow, whatever you're doing in your everyday life, you just kind of post your stories like that?
So honestly, it is very challenging. I feel like for every creator, and
Mhm.
especially a mother,
Yeah,
I am mashallah blessed with two kids, alhamdulillah, and I do have a very supporting husband.
I
And
think that's the key.
yeah, that's the key for sure. And he
Okay.
honestly, he loves going out with me.
Okay. Uh-huh.
So we do enjoy a lot. Like,
Mm.
we love explore hidden gems in the Bay Area. Even,
Mm-hmm.
whenever we are traveling somewhere, we go together, we explore places together. And I mean, it obviously, like I do get so many deadlines,
Oh,
from
you
the
do? Okay.
brands, and
Yeah.
it gets very challenging for me to keep up with everything. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm still working really hard on that because, with time, alhamdulillah, I'm growing a lot, you know. So when you're growing a lot, you do get so many opportunities lined up. And
Absolutely.
yeah, at some point, I do feel bad when I say no to, to some brands. But the thing is, I don't want to overbook myself, which I am
Mm-hmm.
not capable of completing within the time frame. So I feel like for a creator like me, the best key is that you have a supporting partner who supports you,
Okay.
and this has helped me a lot. And yeah, and I
Okay.
just,
So
I
this is
mean,
basically the key.
that's
People
the
who are
key
going to
for
be
sure.
watching this webinar, they're going to start, okay, I need to find a supportive husband if I want to pursue
Oh
this
yes,
career.
and now I feel like, when you reach at a stage where you're growing,
Yeah,
I feel like there is no harm in hiring some, marketing agents or someone, to help you with all those
absolutely.
collaborations.
Right.
So I do highly recommend that, there is no harm in getting help from some expertise. So, that also helped me a lot, in
Okay.
balancing everything. Because
Yeah,
obviously
that's
I
a very
can't
good
do
suggestion.
everything all alone, you know.
Absolutely. Okay.
Yes.
That's a very good suggestion. And I was actually,
Yes.
when you were telling me, of course, having a supportive family
Yeah.
plays a vital role, along with, let's say at one point, what would you suggest to, someone who is willing to become, influencer or lifestyle blogger? At what point you would suggest to maybe seek help or get help or hire, or, outsource things just from the beginning or maybe in the middle? Like, where do you find that percentage of workload?
Honestly, like if I talk about myself,
Hmm.
I I have a very busy schedule. So obviously I do get help from, I do get outsourcing and all that. So for the new creators, I think that I mean, obviously, they do need help, in the beginning as well, and even when they grow. So in the
Absolutely.
beginning, that type of help they need, that, to someone who can, guide them through the process of becoming a content creator, and like, someone who inspires them or guide them. So I feel like that getting help from an expertise,
Hmm.
I mean, it depends person to person,
Person to person. That makes
it
sense.
depends how capable you are to manage everything.
I see.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay. Um, so you just mentioned one thing. It
Mm.
is a question out of what we plan to ask you.
It's okay.
Now that you just mentioned that someone needs to hire or seek help from
Yes.
someone who can guide them to become an influencer. It's more of a mentoring thing.
Yes,
And
mentoring.
it's so
Yes.
hard. I mean, where do we find, I mean, is there a platform where we go and seek, oh, do you provide mentorship? Can you advise me? Or it's more of like a one-on-one word
Actually,
of mouth kind of thing?
Actually, yes, there are so many creators on Instagram. They offer mentorship programs where you can subscribe to their channel, and they help you in beginning a career as a creator and help
Interesting.
you. Yeah, there are so many creators who are doing that.
That's
And
amazing.
you can subscribe to them, and you can listen to their podcasts. Honestly,
I see.
when I started uh being a creator, like, I was very young. I started when I was around 18 or 20 years old, and
Wow.
I
Okay.
was in Pakistan. So even before all this, I was a professional makeup artist. I used to do
Oh,
makeup professionally. So, I
that's
mean, so
awesome.
many things changed. So when
Yeah.
I got married, I moved to USA. And then,
Okay.
like, with time, I feel like priorities changes. So I
Absolutely.
was like that, no, now I have to do this, I have to do that. So mentorship helps a lot. So I used to watch, there were a few creators whom I used to watch a lot on Instagram. I subscribed to their channel, and honestly, it helped me a lot because, so much was going on in my
Yeah.
mind that I have to do this, I have to do that. Like, I was not prepared that
Hmm.
where will I eventually end up
Yeah,
on becoming,
absolutely.
you know?
Mm.
So mentorship helps a lot.
It gets
And
really intimidating
yes,
to who
it
to
does.
follow, what to do, which direction to pick up. That's very interesting and something new. I wasn't aware that, this is also something people would
Yeah,
can go
there
for.
is.
This is awesome,
Yeah.
and
And
I
they're
would
earning a
definitely
lot.
highlight this.
They're earning a
I'm
lot.
sure. I'm sure people would come after you, and they will be asking you the guidance. I don't know if you are
I
the
mean,
one who
my
provide
friends
the
do,
mentorship.
and I love helping them a lot.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I am
Interesting.
that type of a person who would love to help my friends,
That's
even my followers. Why not?
cool. Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. That's great. So now come back to your branding and your the brands that you work with. Um, let's see, you help building a brand. Okay, they reached out to you when they were very small
Uh,
brand, and when they were basically starting, and through your name, of course, I wouldn't call them they were using you, but because of the collaboration with you, now they become a big name, and I'm pretty sure there is a list of it. My question to you is, how do you basically find a balance and keep them, keep the control into your hand, and basically let them do the work according to what you want, and not according to what they would like to do?
So you're actually talking about the collaborations and
Yes,
partnerships which I'm offered.
correct. Yeah.
So I am very selective because
Okay.
I see my platform as a reflection of my personal values and taste. So I only collaborate with brands that align with my audience, and lifestyle. So,
Interesting. Okay.
so before saying yes to any partnerships, I make sure that the brand's message feels authentic to me. Sorry.
That's
So
okay.
that's the only way I can create, content that feels natural. So I believe that I believe that successful partnerships with the brand really depends on your relationship as well. You know, how much a
Mm.
brand is trusting the creator.
Yes.
So for example, if I'm working with, different, if let's just say a restaurant
Mm.
emailed me that they are a newly open restaurant in the Bay Area and they want me to come and promote them. Obviously, that I do paid collaborations and I do not mind supporting my community. So let's just say if there is a friend of mine who is starting something, so I would love to support her. But you know what, Saro, sometimes it gets really you know I don't want to use this word, but it does get very annoying because I feel like some brands take us creators for granted.
Coconut.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So even, and I'm like astonished to just see those emails and messages where they are like, first of all, if you have a restaurant in the Bay Area, right? You are mashallah established, if you're having a restaurant, if you're
Mm.
having a brand or something. So when they email me or when they message me and they
Mm.
ask me to, come to their restaurant, make a reel for them, 10 deliverables, a static post, stories. And then I'm like, okay, I do have a package to begin with. So you can pick, which package you want to work with. They're like, oh, no, actually, we were thinking, we can comp with free food and stuff. I'm like, this is this is something which, it's very insulting,
Yeah.
as
And
a creator,
unprofessional.
and
Yeah.
it's very unprofessional.
Mm. Yeah.
Because, you know, and you're asking me to come to invest my time, right? And then
Yeah.
you expect me to do everything, just free of cost.
Mm.
This is something we really struggle with,
I
So
see.
I am
Interesting.
very picky and very selective whom I'm working with,
Mm-hmm.
you know,
Okay.
and yeah.
Great.
So I mean,
And this is it was actually lining up to my next question because
yeah,
uh, my next question was actually, what are your challenges or the lessons that you have learned or something that really shaped you up, to become where you are right now? And I'm pretty sure there are quite a lot, but something
many
to highlight on to help basically
other
influencers
creators.
and other people who should avoid, who can see that this is the red flag and they should not fall for it, because it can get very attractive to just do it for free or anything of that sort. So what do you think? What do you think the challenges and the struggles or the lessons that you learned in the
So, one of the biggest challenge I faced was overcoming self-doubt. Especially in the early stages when, the growth was really slow and
hmm.
comparison was very easy.
Oh yeah, okay.
So,
Interesting.
it took, but you know what? It really helped me with
Hmm.
patience and, like um, and the importance of staying true to who I am. So I feel like that, the biggest challenge for a creator is absolutely self-doubt,
Okay.
and I feel like at some point, like you don't want to like, intentionally do that, but it becomes really competitive. Even creators have so much competition,
Oh
but
yeah, I'm sure.
so much competition. I feel like honestly, like if I am posting something and I would never want to post something which is like, which I feel like, oh, she posted, I want to post that too. No, I will
Hmm.
do what aligns with my personality, with my
I see.
audience. You do
Hmm.
get it, right? So I feel like that comparison and self-doubt is one of the biggest challenges for the creators.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. And I'm sure when people will maybe ask you what are some of, I would say, I wouldn't call them red flags, but the lessons that you want to pinpoint for future, like, don't do this, don't do that. Of course, getting out of the self-doubt is the biggest one, but after you are out of the self-doubt and you have to, like, you put yourself out, all out, but there has to be some things that you're like, okay, I can go up till this mark, and this is where the boundary line arrives. And of course, it changes person to person, but something that you would like to pinpoint that, don't get to this scam, if you understand what I'm trying to ask. Does this make
So
sense?
that's what I'm saying. This is the like biggest scam when bigger brands reach out to you and
For free.
they and
Okay.
thank and you know what? I just get really and you know what? When I tell them that I do not work for free,
Mm,
because and then they're like, okay, so let me know what you charge, and like what is your media kit and all that. So
I
in
see.
the beginning, they will always begin with, oh, can you work for free? I'm like that. This is like a very silly question to ask or to begin with, because I obviously will judge the brand because they are known in the Bay Area. They are
Interesting.
known.
Okay.
And when, you know what, I'll be very honest with you.
Mm,
So being a content creator is not an easy task. It's very
sure.
difficult. You face so many challenges every day. Some people will come to your reel or to your post and they will post negative comments.
Yeah.
They will talk negative about you, right?
Yeah, that's a
So,
very big challenge, I would say, every
oh
day.
yes, really big.
Every day.
So, but you
Yeah.
know what? I feel like that I don't get those negative comments, take a toll on my mental health, obviously. I always go for positivity. This is the key, that
Hmm.
just be positive, be consistent.
Be consistent. Okay.
Be consistent and be positive.
Great. All
And
right.
and there is one more thing I want to say, that I have a few friends who are starting to become a creator as well, and they are always like, oh no, Zainab, we work so hard in making the video, but we do not get any views or any engagement. But
Hmm.
please don't let views and engagement tell your worth or define your worth. There is, I feel like every setback is shaping you for something bigger.
Or something bigger.
So I always tell
Interesting.
my friends, who really want to begin as a creator, that don't look for the numbers, don't go for the followers. Keep on posting, keep on doing what you want to do, you know,
Hmm.
because success cannot be, overnight.
That's true. But I think what I mean, what my understanding is, if they keep following, they have to, like, basically, I mean, learn from what they're getting in result, right? I
Obviously.
understand if they're not getting things overnight, but if the fall, if they keep doing what they keep doing, and it's not improving anything, then there has to be, constant change. So keep improving, and keep yourself on the track, that what are your goals, and just follow
So
that, I
that's
would
what
say.
I'm saying, that
Mm.
for that you do need mentorship. You do need to
Interesting. Yeah.
hear, and you do need help or seek help from, the fellow creator, or just go seek help from the mentors who are literally pro in this. So,
Absolutely.
when on Instagram you're creating a reel or a story,
Mm.
now they have like, trending audios, trending reels.
Yeah, yeah.
But like I don't force myself to follow those trends,
Okay.
honestly. If it does not align with my, audience, I would never go and do that
Use that.
trend. Yeah.
Okay.
Because you
Interesting.
know what? I mean, it can get you some views or, but it won't get you a long-term relationship with your followers.
I see. Okay, so you
So
have to basically consistent with
have
your,
consistent with what
yeah,
you are doing.
what you're doing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just do not
Interesting.
hop on all the trends and everything. I do it too. I do it too for fun with my friends, but I
Yeah,
don't follow all the trends.
all the trends. Interesting.
Because I have seen so many, I have
Hmm.
seen so many creators like they uh, they are doing great. They have amazing content. But if if they're following those trends, it does not suit their personality. Because I feel like
I see what
my
you're saying.
my Instagram defines my personality, what I
Hmm.
am, right? So if I will follow each and every trend on social media,
Yeah.
that wouldn't justify what all I do.
Hmm.
So I really don't recommend to
No,
just
that's a very
follow
good
each
point.
and every trend
Yeah.
on social media. Please don't.
Great. Last question before I let you go,
Yeah.
because I think we still have like 6 minutes.
Yeah,
Now
yeah.
that this is the time, and basically the theme of this forum is, building what matters. And in this age of AI, there are so many tools and softwares that you can use to basically
Hmm.
really polish what your content is. What would you suggest? Where does this AI age of AI taking this content creation industry? And is it like, if it is benefiting you, what would you suggest how it is benefiting you and people can take benefit from this?
Well, I think the future is all about authenticity and storytelling. Personally, I think.
Okay.
And platforms will keep on changing. So, but people will always connect with real, relatable content. And, and I plan to adapt by staying open to new trends and, to new AI apps and all that. But I will still keep, my voice and creativity at the center of what everything I do. So I do not rely myself on these apps and all that. But obviously they do help, you know. So
Okay.
AI apps do help in many aspects. But then again, I mean, you should be creative enough on how you use it. If you're
That's a
not
very good
creative,
point.
if you're not creative, then no matter what app you have, no matter, uh, whatever you have, like if you do not know the right way of using that platform, the right way of using that app, then there is no point. So
Absolutely.
that's what I'm saying, that you have to be authentic in what all you are creating, and you have to be smart in using those apps effectively.
Great answer. Great answer. That's very impressive. Uh, I think we are done with the question.